So, as you can tell, having a little troubles here with this oil filter. There's not much wiggle room down here for it, but we could try and fix it. Alright, now it's nice and snug. Turn it, turn it, turn it, and I believe I am tightening it. Yes, I am. So, just turn it around. Once it's turned around, lock it again. Just turn. And you turn it. Whoops. This one's on there really tight. Alright. Alright. So, once it's loose, you twist it, but don't twist it off all the way yet. Just yet. You're going to want to bring back your oil catch pan, okay? Bring it back to the right spot, right under the drain plug, because oil will leak from the oil filter, and you just twist it off nice and slow, and it will leak oil, and it's normal. Grab the oil filter, just drop it in there. We'll drop the oil into the thing, and take it, remove it.
The alley? Daddy, can we go in the alley? Yes?
Pause it. Alright, so I got the oil filter off. It was, is it going? I got the oil filter off. It was a pain. It was on there really tight, and it's not supposed to be on really tight, because when it's on real tight, it seals right here, and causing it to pretty much be Loctite, and you have to use an oil filter wrench to take it off. So that's about it. But this time, since the car is jacked up at an angle, and everything else is leaning this way at an angle, you gotta make sure it's on me. Make sure, and that the oil will come out of the oil filter. My oil didn't come out of the block. It just came with the filter and didn't leak. So what you want to do is right here is you're gonna open your oil. Open your oil, the one you got. And usually people prefer to put oil in the oil filter, and I do too. I prefer to put oil in the oil filter. And the ring is actually coming off on this, but it's alright. But I just grab like a little old oil and just rub it around the ring itself. And once it's around, like just a little bit around the ring, you could add oil to it if you want. I don't. I typically don't, because when you have to put it back up there and you're up at an angle, it's going to pour out. So you can put a little bit in there if you want, but still, regardless, it's going to fill up anyways. So once that's there, we're going to go back into the car, and I'm going to show you where to go. So the camera, you put the camera right there, right here in this area. I'm sorry about the lighting, it's not too good. So I'm going back into the car. So when you're under the car, check if there's any oil leaking anywhere. Now you move your oil catch pan out of the way. You're done with it, you're not going to use it anymore. So you're going to put your oil filter back on. And the way to locate it is there'll be a little piece right here. I don't know if you can see it, if you guys can see it or not, but it just has threads. You just put the oil filter back on. Put it on by twisting it. And it just, see like that? Twists right on. Perfect. And you just get it there nice and snug. Then you twist it with your wrist, where it's just kind of tight. That's it. And that's it. That's how you do that part. Alright, now that part's done. The oil filter is on. Okay. Damn. Everything's tight on this car, I tell you. Get your hands dry. I don't know why that's tight. That is crazy. It's not supposed to be like that. Well, regardless if your oil cap is tight, grab a big pair of pliers. So you grab a big pair of pliers. Hopefully these ones work. No, I don't think they're gonna work. Yeah, they're not gonna work. But all right, so I got it loose. How I got it loose was with the hammer, and you just barely love tap it until it breaks loose. I don't know why. That was tight, but that was on there really tight. You remove it. So after that, you gotta glove the oil. Okay. And once you grab your oil, hold on. I gotta grab my oil thing for it. My oil tube. So you grab your oil thing. This is one that's extremely long, but it works. Give it a nice clean down real quick. Just plug it in there where it's nice and cozy. Grab your oil. You just start pouring it in nice and slow. Not too much, not too less. Just pour it in there nice and slow. We're just getting nice and good. Make sure that you double check. Let it sit. Let it sit for a couple seconds. Let it wait. Let it wait. And add some more. Make sure you look under the car. Make sure you look under the car to see if you're dripping anything. That old oil spot, that's from when I was changing my axles out yesterday. But we're not dripping. There's nothing dripping, so we're pretty good. So we keep adding some oil. Keep adding some oil. Alright, we're gonna stop around at 2 quarts. We're not done yet. We're just gonna stop it. Then you put your cap back on your oil. Cap back on your oil. Put your old oil filter and the new box. Put this away. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the tunnel, the funnel. Put the cap back on, nice and snug. Clean up the excess oil that's dripping everywhere. And we're not done adding oil. I just like doing this because it's me. But you grab all your tools that you have. Put your tools back. This is the cleanup process. Grab your tools, put them back, and then we're gonna grab this. This out of the way. Go down here and grab your oil catch pan. That's all your old oil. See, it's pretty dark, pretty black. Hasn't changed in a while. And then once that's done, you grab your whatever you're using, your creeper or your sheet, and just put it set it aside. After that, you take your jack out, lower your jack. You don't have to remove this, but I removed this anyways because my car is lowered. You grab your jack stand, your floor jack. You set it about like a half foot in. You set it right here. And you just start jacking it up. Make sure you're jacking it up, jacking it up. Then you start jacking the vehicle up. Jack it up a little bit higher than what it needs to be. See, so jacking it up, or it's right here where the jack stand's able to get out. You flick it up, pull the jack stand out. Now let your jack twist it where it slowly goes down. Let the vehicle go down slowly. There we go. There's one side that is. Now on to the other side. Go to the other side. Boom. And then get it nice and close. And you don't have to jack up each side. You could jack it up from the front, where you don't have to do as much work as leveling it out. But I prefer jacking up on the sides because it's a lot easier for me, anyways. But or you can also use car ramps, and which I'll show you those in a minute. But once the car is getting nice and jacked up, jack it 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 up where it's nice and high. Pull the jack stand out. Now you lower the vehicle nice and slow. You gotta lower it, just let it go nice and slow. So, and there you go. And that's how that one is. So you leave these right, set them aside for now. You grab your oil cap. Your oil cap, put it right there, set it aside. Grab your oil and your funnel. Now what you're gonna do is finish off adding the oil that it needs to your vehicle. And all cars, trucks, whatever, are different. Some use more quarts than others, some use less. And I'm about at 2 quarts right now left over. And I'm gonna let that sit there for a couple seconds. I'm gonna grab the dipstick. My dipstick is right here, and it's right where it needs to be. So then you wipe it off. You preferably use your rag to wipe it off. And once you wipe it off, stick it back in the dipstick hole. Pull out, and it says I'm right on the money. So it's nice and even, and it's perfect. So we're gonna put that back. Take out the oil funnel, wipe it off, put the oil cap back where it's not too tight this time, where it's nice and snug. Then after that, you put you start putting your excess oil. So if it's left over, you can put it anywhere you want. I preferably, after I'm done adding all the oil I need to add, I leave it in my trunk of my car, just in case your vehicle burns oil, you'll have oil there to access if you need to add it. So then when you grab tools, start grabbing tools, put them back in the spot that we're going to be. I had open end wrenches out because you can use open end wrenches if you need to, or you can use ceramic. Then grab the tools. Back. Wipe your hands down. To the side. Grab your jack stands.
I will.
Set them aside. Grab your jacks. And your floor jack. Grab it. Do a proper cleanup and put everything away. Then last thing you do is grab your battery, your negative battery cord, put it back on there. It's nice and snugged. Use your tool, put away. But you can use a pair of pliers. Grab the end of it and tighten it down nice and snug. so it's not so loose. Then your pliers down, grab the top, grab this, put it down, and close the lid. And now you know how to change your own oil.